Welcome back into the Sports Source. This segment of our program brought to you by Calhoun's. And folks, there's nobody better than Calhoun's. You know that. 9 area locations. That's just the ones they call Calhoun's. They've got a ton of other restaurants as well. Been around forever. You know, they call themselves a Taste of Tennessee. I think that's what most people think. Everybody comes in here from outside of town. You go down to the river before a game. Calhoun's, that's what you do, Taste of Tennessee. Well, there's another reason they're a Taste of Tennessee, and that's because they support local farms. They are getting fresh food right here in East Tennessee whenever possible. Calhoun's, eat fresh by going there and taste and enjoy a taste of Tennessee. At Calhoun's, you can follow them on Twitter as well. All right. Want to welcome in the next round of panelists. We have VFL Sterling Hinton, Josh Ward, VFL Daniel Hood, Chuck Cavaleris down there. Okay, this is our hot read segment. 2 quick questions for each group. Daniel and Chuck, I'll start down there. Last year with Mike DeBoard and Josh Dobbs, Tennessee led the SEC in offensive touchdowns. Now you can't score a touchdown. You've gone 3.5 games without a touchdown. Let me put in some numbers here. There you go. Avert thine eyes. In 2016, in 13 games, Tennessee overall, that's not just offense, but overall they had 63 touchdowns. You're more than half the way there, and you get 16 this year. 0 touchdowns, 3.5 games. And then look at the numbers from yesterday. First downs, 35-7. Total yards, 604 to 108. I mean, I don't know that I've ever seen Tennessee outgained by 500 yards. Gentlemen, this is more than just play calling. Everybody jumps on Larry Scott for play calling. Play calling is an issue. You got a lot more issues than just play calling, if you ask me. Your thoughts on the offense?
I think right now you're seeing everything kind of fall apart. You know, you look at the offensive line that we've had struggles with the past couple of years. You're not seeing, good quality backup that's played that can come in and fix things. You're not seeing a backup quarterback that can come in and do like Alabama's quarterbacks are doing. You're not seeing receivers getting open. You know, the one person on the staff that you can say you've seen consistent improvement, consistent backups, things are going well is running back. You know, I don't think you can say you see that anywhere else right now.
And right now the running backs, that's died too. I mean,
Yeah.
the John Kelly is supposed to be your bell cow. He can't, unless it's the last play of a half, there's not much he can do right now either. You've gone to the more mobile quarterback, which is supposed to open up the run. That hasn't helped either. Chuck, more than just play calling in my view.
I mean, yeah, it is more than just play calling. But, I mean, you're so limited when your offensive line that was supposed to be, we thought, the strength of your whole team, didn't we? I mean, coming into this season, didn't we think that you could rely on the offensive line? Can you run block? No. Can you pass block? No. Can your receivers get open? No. What are you going to call? I mean,
other than that, Mrs. Lincoln, how was the play?
Well, I mean, exactly. I mean, that's really, it's like a non-zone read offense with a non-dual threat quarterback. What do you expect?
But you've got a running quarterback now. You've gone to the mobile quarterback.
Well, I mean, he has mobility, but has he had time to really show that he can tuck it and run it? I mean, in this offense, Butch Jones says the quarterback needs to do that about 4 times a half, even if it's just 4 yards.
Well, he had 10 carries last week for 44 yards.
Yeah.
So it still didn't. My point is, I don't think if you had Josh Dobbs back, I think you'd be better off. But I still think you're probably not going to be. This offense still wouldn't look as good as it did last year. The offensive line isn't as good, in my view, as it was last year. All right, let me go to Josh and Sterling here. There's some folks putting all of this or a lot of this on Jarrett Garantano. They say he's not ready for this stage. Clearly, he can't throw. He's got receivers running around open, which nobody else seems to see. How much blame goes to Garantano? Former quarterback Sterling Hinton.
I'll take it. It's unfortunate. It's part of the position. You accept it all. You accept it all. As a quarterback, the ball's in your hand every play, and you want to make something happen to get that offense across that goal line. So I think Jarrett's probably accepting that blame, and it's probably going to do better without question next week. Is it going to be enough? That's what I'm hoping for. But as a quarterback, you accept that blame, and that's part of the position.
Yeah, he does accept blame at the quarterback position, and we always look at quarterback play and play calling, and that's where the conversation naturally goes. But they just ran through a list of items that Tennessee's entire offense can't do. That's not Jarrett Garantano's fault. So to me, it goes back to everything on the outside. I don't think that Jarrett Garantano is ready to go play big-time SEC football, but I don't think that's his fault either.
He has only 1 turnover, and that was late in the game yesterday. I think that's a plus because there are a lot of guys getting hit as often as he does. There's a lot of quarterbacks who would have put it up for grabs. I think a lot.
And how silly was that play at the end of the half yesterday?
Yeah. But he's also getting hammered on every play. To me, I look at him, and I remember how people looked at Josh Dobbs when he first came in. I don't see anything special there. I don't think he looks all pro right now, there's no question, but I do think there's something there to build on with Garantano. I think he's tough. I've noticed that his teammates come out and say good things about him on a regular basis. I think they believe in him. People are already saying he doesn't have the talent, move on. I'm going to guess that in a couple years, depending on how he's coached, that we'll be looking at him saying he's a pretty darn good quarterback. That's my guess. I think he's got the talent.
He's a good one. He's a good one.
Well, I think he can be a good one. We'll put it that way. All right. When we come back, from cakes to banner planes to bags on heads, Tennessee's getting more and more pressure to get rid of their coach. Are they hurting their national reputation by waiting to pull the trigger on Butch Jones? Going back, we'll discuss.